First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the hot road and hop in. First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda.
Hi there, I just want to do a talk, and as you can see at the start of this video, I had a obviously about Australia and what they do when you don't get your child vaccinated. Now, if it was really about vaccinating your kid, as they cared so much about their health, they certainly wouldn't threaten parents, you know, that they're going to take their money, their benefits off them, which is their way to survive through the benefits. They wouldn't threaten to take it away if it was really about keeping your child healthy. You know what I mean? So there's obviously another agenda going on, another thing going on. And the problem with the system, the stupid thing about the system, is they can't see that they're making it obvious what their game is. The game is to fill us with frequencies, vaccines, and Wi-Fi's and 5G's and all this stuff. They're basically trying to mold our frequencies to a certain state. That's my Apple Mac, and an Apple Mac as well. You know, 5G is a really burning crazy frequency, but in an Apple Mac computer, it's got a fan. We don't have that, right? And so that's what everything is to do with. But the stupid thing about the Australian government and the people as well, the people fall for it, but the government doesn't actually see that they're making their game obvious. What they should be doing, if they want to play that evil game, is to not make themselves obvious, because it's obvious where this is going to lead to. This is going to lead to real rebellion against the system. That's what it's going to lead to, and where the system will get taken down. If enough people turn against the system, there won't be a system. And that's what these people don't realise. They actually are in a position where they're abusing their power. But the less and less people that join military, that join the police, that join the system, the less power they have. And that's what's going to happen by them making it obvious what they're doing. I say that they're intelligent, but they can't be that intelligent to do that. I mean, that's not very smart. Don't make it yourself obvious, because if enough people do wake up to this, then it won't happen, and the government will be finished. But with craziness, maybe there's a lack of intelligence there. But regarding Australia, that is apparently what's going on. Absolute crazy. If you're getting an ultimatum of that, get your child vaccinated or lose your benefits, there's obviously another thing going on there. And the question people should ask is, what is going on? Why am I getting threatened here? If it was really about the welfare of children, there would not be a threat, would there? There wouldn't be a threat at all. So that's why, if I was in Australia, and I'd be asking, what is really going on here? Beautiful looking country. I've never been, but it looks like a beautiful place, but not a beautiful country in terms of the stupidity of the people to put up with it, and the insane government. I mean, I thought Britain was bad, but Australia need to get off their knees and do something, or else this game will just get worse and worse. If they're going for your kids and you're allowing that, then how you can't go any lower than that. When people have children, I believe it's like a gift from God, and you've been blessed. And this is, I believe, the most important job in the world, to bring up children. But many don't see it that way. I see parents sometimes, and they're little kids about 5 or 6, and they've got a smartphone. I mean, it's disgusting. You know what I mean? And the parents obviously don't care, because if they did, they would research the smartphone. That would lead to the smart grid, and then they would go, oh my God. And they would do the research, but the majority of parents don't care, you see. This is the problem. Just because a woman can fall pregnant, you know, knows how to open her legs and fall pregnant, that doesn't mean that she's a great mother. She just knows how to breed. You know, that's it. Just knows how to breed. You know, real mothers are rare. But it's again, it's like that thing I always say, that people can only love you based on how much they love themselves. There's not a lot of self-love there. Everyone has a certain level of self-love. Doesn't matter who you are. Everyone's got a certain level of self-love. And that's the kind of love that you give out. So what you give within is what you give out. And all this smartphones is leading to, like this picture I've got on the smart grid. It's all leading to that. And as you can see around the smart grid, the picture tells its story. Everything's connected to the smart grid. And what does that do? It means that we've got one centralized smart grid system, including cash. Cash will end up being electronic smart exchange, which will be electronic, not physical cash. And the whole idea is that if you're in a system, then you're easy to track. You're easy, you know, they know everything about you, right? They know everything about society, and if they want to, they can just kick you out of the system if they want to. And then because it's the only system, you've got nothing. You've got no way back. And that's it. And that's why the system is creating all these tech gadgets that you talk to, because this leads to artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence gets fed by the smart grid. That's how it gains its software, you could say. That's its software, and then that feeds us what it's been told. You know, and how is this bad for us? Well, you know, it's bad for us because it's a way to basically define everything to us, what is right, what is wrong, the way things are, like what Google does. You know, and what the idea of it is to dumb down the people so they're not doing any independent research, really. And they perceive these robots as more intelligent than they are. That's the idea. And so this system that we're basically creating, this internet system ourselves, that is the smart grid. So we end up building a mind prison, which is connected to artificial intelligence eventually. And this is called Agenda 2030. That's why the climate change hoax exists, is to connect, so we accept the solution, which is the smart grid, that leads to artificial intelligence. And Australia's got the wheels in motion. That's what vaccines are all about. It's the same kind of, it's all the same system. It's all to frequency mold us, so we so they can control us. You control people by frequency, and the system is always perfecting frequencies. And so once we're set up in a way that we're easily detect by frequencies, they can make a frequency to do anything, to mold perceptions of behaviour. And that's what everything is. That's what vaccinations are for. That's what they're trying to do. That's why they're forcing it on the people instead of asking them. Instead of saying you've got a choice, you can do it or not, they're forcing it on the people in Australia and making it obvious what their game is. The reason they're doing this is because people are waking up. They know what's going on. And that's why they're trying to rush this out. And what they're trying to do is manifest an earth disaster. That's what they're trying to do with climate change. That's why they're trying to convince people that we're all going to die, when the cause for climate change, they say, is carbon dioxide, which I believe is the gas of life. So that very statement there, that very idea, I'm not even interested in hearing that. And once I found out about the smart grid and artificial intelligence, I knew exactly what the climate change was all about. It's all about getting that stuff out there. And the reason they want to manifest an earth disaster is because they are the ones that control all weather. This is called geoengineering, and that's what we do know. But what technology don't we know about? Because remember, there's private science and public science, right? But everything's leading to that. That's why vaccinations, excuse me, are a big part of this. You know, it's all about molding our system up to a certain frequency which can be controlled. You know, they don't want people awake, because when you have a spiritual awakening, you realize that you are all of infinity. And that's what the system is terrified of happening. That's why they're doing all this. Because of a panic. They know that this is their last chance to control the many. And if they slip up, if they mess up this, then it's game over and the people will have the power. But I'm just going to leave it there. If you're watching, you're meant to watch it. Everything falls in divine order. Remember, you are infinity. Thank you for watching. Thank you.